Introduce yourself.
My name is Salazar. I work at Enverus, and I head up the macro oil and gas intelligence.
Well, that is a lot to take on.
Yes.
And everybody's appreciative you do that. Many of us use a lot of Enverus tools. You have the whole dashboard, and it keeps growing, and it's fantastic.
It is. It's a lot. It basically enables our clients, customers to get a data advantage over a lot of other vendors. And for us, if you know supply, right, that goes a long way in forming a pretty good market view.
Yeah, and just about every part of our industry, whatever supply you need to know what it's about, you can kind of find your niche in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think gas has had a bit of a bad rap because of, it's always been depressed or something like that. But certainly, infrastructure, knowing the basin, knowing break-even economics, and how to get gas to markets is something that all of our products and some of our research can help do. Yeah.
Well, what's your story? How'd you get into Enverus? Is your background in oil and gas or software?
It is. I have 25 years of experience.
Okay.
I basically started in Calgary, did my econ degree there with energy specialization. Worked for Suncor in Canada and turned into Synovus. Basically almost 20 years of just fundamentals, and then did some trading, hedging on that, and then I decided to skip on to RS Energy, which was acquired by Enverus, and everything lined up, and here I am helping out with the macro oil and gas views.
Well, you're here to speak today. Quick little view on what you're going to talk about.
I'd like to talk about the current situation in gas.
Okay.
I know folks are wondering, when does it get better? Certainly there's always the 2 years is 2 years away, we're going to get higher prices because of LNG, but one of the things that we need to work through is the shut-in volumes, and we've seen unprecedented elasticity. So whenever you get a move in price, you get a BCF a day gas next month. It's pretty sensitive right now, and until we call on those new volumes, we're stuck in this 250 world.
I'm very long and very bullish on natural gas. I just truly believe in its future of our industry. I think a lot of people need to understand that molecule is so precious. We need to stop, burning oil as our fuel and start burning natural gas.
Absolutely, and that comes in the form of moving the transport sector onto the electricity side and breaking that monopoly that oil's had on that. And I think that's taken a bit of a step back lately with the electric vehicle adoption in North America. But that said, there's a lot of
we can run all those electric vehicles on natural gas electricity plants.
You can do that. And there's also the buzzword of data centers these days. That's a little bit of a boost, but certainly one thing you can't really avoid these days is that massive LNG wave. We can have an arm wrestle on the timing of those projects, but that's FID, right?
We all should really work hard to inform our elected officials and bodies out there. We need a lot more infrastructure and adopt LNG to, we have so much natural gas. There's so many countries and people, living day to day on other energy sources, and they would love the chance to have abundant, affordable, reliable energy from a country who believes in democracy and believes in liberty. And we could do that if we had more abilities to get the pipelines to the LNG plants and LNG plants online and shipping consistently to countries that would like us.
Yeah, certainly if you look at there is the renewable alternative, but a lot of those countries we're talking about rely on coal still.
Yep.
And, switching to gas automatically knocks half of the CO2, right? And with renewables, sure, we can go into that, but solar utilization rates are about 30%. You get some battery on there, it's still 50. So what are you going to do to the other 50% of the time, right?
It's a win for everybody with natural gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. What are you excited about for the future of our industry?
I'm excited about how this LNG story plays out. I think it's really structural. I think in a way the data center thing kind of overshadowed it this year, but LNG to me, I see a match in Asia for it, and I see a match in North America. So supply meet demand, and let's see how this plays out, because just all the things you talked about, being a bridge fuel to cleaner fuels and less emissions. I think that's how you do it, and I'm excited to see how that plays out, because that's going to be fascinating, and certainly our clients are really curious about it too.
I think the data centers will build out and flesh out that availability for natural gas. Just about everywhere, if they're strategic enough, they can build their data centers close to a good gas field.
Yeah, certainly
work on that kind
interconnectivity things, and certainly the data lines are in your northeast, right?
Yep.
I know some of our producer fans are big fans of that, thinking, oh, we're going to get 15 Bs. It might not be that big, right, in terms of demand, but there is a potential match there. But there's probably an arm wrestle between nukes and that. And
hey, we all like nuclear energy too, but I think, that's really probably, a couple decades, if not way more, to flesh out all the. Yeah.
Depends on the size. Yeah, you're not going to.
We're working on smaller and smaller nuclear reactors. That may happen. We all believe in that molecule is very. Man, what a powerful molecule! But natural gas right now, it's our current best.
It's your backyard.
It's our backyard. It's there. We know how to go get it, and a lot of it right now.
Yeah, and for a gas producer, the data center is probably a dream come true because it's not weather sensitive. It's stable, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the things that's evaded, traders in terms of just stable, getting rid of the seasonality and all that. But anyways, I think there's a lot of good things going for gas. Yeah.
I just spitball ideas too, like. Yeah. I wish we had a gas well for just about every neighborhood in America. Build out little micro grids for that. Like, hey, everybody in Oklahoma is probably sitting, someplace close to gas. We should be able to, have our, ability to pick and choose a little bit more on our gas prices. We have quite a few monopolies in, energy in every state. Like, hey, we get all the gas and we sell it to you, kind of thing. So it's a little rough around the edges on that.
It is, and ways to balance the volatility. That's what storage is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what certainly even the power operators
work on more energy storage. Yeah.
That should smooth the lumps out, but certainly it's never been perfect. Right.
We got a lot to work on. I'm excited for you to be here. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Take care, everybody. God bless. How do people get a hold of you?
Enverus. I just reach out to our front desk, and
you're on LinkedIn
Salazar.
too, I'm sure.
I am on LinkedIn, yes, and super happy to talk to anyone. We've been here in town, in Denver, Oklahoma City, and today meeting with a lot of clients, and a lot of the questions you bring up are some of the things that I answer and try to answer. Certainly, you have a team behind us that if I can't get it, they can.
Great.
Great.
Well, thanks again.
Great.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody.